figured the first hour is going to be like this.
Well, I figure, yeah, the better half of the night will probably be this kind of thing. That's what I'm looking at. You know, to get all the bugs out and get everything the way we think we want it. Get all the character sheets with all the inventory junk and all the spell junk done. So it'll be all good. It'll be a training day. Plus, I just cranked up my OBS, so putting a full stress test on my computer. So far so good. Um, but um, internal mic. Are you on a Remnant? Are you on a laptop? Everybody dropped out. All right, I should be back.
Oh, I hear someone.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yes, John. I got you, Panda. Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
yeah, my actual Foundry app like froze up. That's what happened. So got that kicking right. I just rebooted it, so I don't know. It's because I've had it on for a couple days or what, but okay. But we have everybody here, which is good. So does
Who can
anybody?
hear whom?
Hmm.
Just a matter of who can hear whom.
Yeah, it seems kind of odd because it's supposed to be each person has an individual link to each other person. Um, so, um, um,
It's Steve
I
at one
can't hear
point.
Gavin.
yeah, my, hmm. Yeah, I don't know why you don't have. I mean, I have one on mine. When I hover over my own picture, I have mute for sound and mute for video. Um, yeah, I can see your camera. Hmm.
Firefox wasn't a fan of this.
Yeah, it seems to be a little smoother on the Foundry base program. Denied. That's weird. What the hell? Is it not recognizing your mic or something? Because, yeah, taking the... Yeah. Yeah, I'm using Firefox to do the Foundry thing, and I use Chrome for Hangouts. Now, the pictures at the bottom went away because there's no video. That was the replacement picture of your vid for in-game, so that's not going to be there. At least in-game. Give you more screen real estate.
Check, mic check, 1, 2.
Oh, there, I got you.
Yeah, Google does not like Google Hangouts.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Chrome does not like Google Hangouts.
But yeah, switching to Hangouts, for whatever reason, yeah, Foundry was having a real hard time keeping up with all the input. But even with us using Hangouts, Foundry's acting a lot friendlier. So that's good.
Yeah, I think I'll be eating, so.
I like the little player list, though. That thing's kind of cool. Like little gnats all over the screen.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny to watch.
I can turn it off.
No, I think it's actually kind of funny to sit there and watch it happen.
Well, I disabled it for myself and for the viewer. So
Right.
that way you can't see where I'm clicking if I'm clicking on moving things on a different part of the map or something.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, like I said, yeah, do you have anything else on your character sheet that needs addressing though? That you haven't figured out, or inventory or something?
I think it's just adding features, but I think I might just have to put it into an inventory.
Yeah, just
Like,
make sure you
another
grab
weapon out of it.
your best way that's going to be do that is open the compendium in the upper right tab.
Mhm.
Go down to the ones that says items SRD and open it. Click on the little folder menu, and then drop and drag stuff from there directly onto your character sheet. And let me know if there's just anything you can't find. That's the easiest way to get stuff on your character sheet.
I figured that because I was doing that all morning, and then I think the only thing that was just the features, adding features like I guess the improved smite or the extra damage. Or
Well, the
whatever.
divine smite I found for you.
Okay.
Try to do this on the compendium. Go down to the FVTT community macro actor.
FVTT computing macro actor.
Now,
Divine Smite.
Alex couldn't do this, but see if you can take that Divine Smite and drag it down to your macro bar.
Alright, macro bar is located.
At the very bottom there, that 1 through 0.
Okay, let's try that. Let's see. In turn, talk to myself. Our protection, off light, conditions. Let's see if I can.
There should be one. The second one says Divine Smite.
Well, I can save macro. Oh, I can.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go get
Yeah,
a
he couldn't do it. If you can't do it either, I can put it in a text file for you and send it to you on Discord so you can just copy it to your macro bar. Because I'm able to just grab it and drop it on my macro bar directly. But effectively what it does, you'll click it once and it'll make a smite attack. It'll like ask you what level you want to cast it at, whatever, and it'll just do it like it's any other attack.
Let's see if I can copy it. Oh, oops. Undo.
I'm looking at shot with a +10. What do you think is missing, Alex?
Whoa, not
Oh,
that.
okay, hang on. I know exactly what's wrong. All right. Right click on the macro
Right click on the macro.
and go to edit
Mm-hmm.
and go up there, see where it says chat in like one of the
Yes.
pull downs. Change that so it says script.
Okay. Alright. Now it's script.
Now click it. Now save it and then now click it.
Okay. Slot level.
Boom.
Did it do it?
Here, first make sure you double right click one of the alkalite targets here.
Double right click. Okay.
Double right click it and
Okay.
that's how you set a target for your attacks.
No spell slots available. Ooh.
Okay, so let's look on your features and your spell book.
Okay, spell
Oh,
book.
okay, here. They're all expended. So just on your character sheet where your hit dice are, just do a long rest real quick. And it should reset those. See how it says like 0403 on your spell slots?
Long rest. Is a new day, recover, yes.
Yeah. There, it reset all your spell slots, and you'll see that under your spell book.
Oh,
So-
nice.
So you have all your spell slots are back. So it won't let you spend something you don't have. So
That's
now you,
pretty cool. I was listening about that.
yeah. So now go ahead and try to smite one of the girls. And there would be the bonus damage from just the smite. So you would make your regular roll, and then if you wanted to smite, you would just hit that as an addition.
That's pretty cool.
So,
Okay.
so
Now I just gotta do that with
and actually,
the undead fiend
Alex, I
thing.
have that for you. A similar thing for sharpshooter. If you go to the same spot in the compendium, under FTT Community Macro Actor, there's one for sharpshooter where you can drag it down to your macro bar, make sure it's set to script, and it'll turn your sharpshooter on and off. Oh, it's the +2 for archery style. You don't have that on your character sheet, do you? But there's a place to put it. What you can do is on your character sheet under attributes, in the far lower right corner, there's a thing called special traits. you can just give yourself, at the very bottom it says global bonuses. You can give yourself ranged weapon bonuses there. And literally, don't put a plus sign, just put like a 2. And that'll be your archery style there. That's where you put stuff like that. Pink. Who's pink? Oh, Alex. Sweet, he's pink. Nice. Fighting style. Okay, let me find this. Class features. Fighting style archery. There it is. It's on your. I just added it to your character sheet. Fighting style archery. So now, try attacking again, Remnant. There's your +2. You were missing a class feature. If you go under feature on your character sheet now, you'll see it there, the fighting style archery. That's what you were missing. So you don't have to do the special trait for the +2. It's properly added on your sheet now. Like I said, that's the kind of thing we're looking for, is to iron those out. Well, I found the problem, so yeah. So we'll get it. So like, is no one's mic working tonight? Is that what's going on?
Like I can hear only you.
I'm here. What's up?
But
Oh,
I can hear Russ now.
okay.
I've been muted. I think Gavin's good to go. I mean, I've been on for a bit. Or at
Well,
least good enough to start like whatever we're gonna start.
Once Destiny gets on,
Yeah.
we'll start the little walkthrough I have.
So let's see. I'm going to. So which one do I use? Do I use standard roll?
For what?
How to click up an attack?
All right. The easiest way to do it is take your weapon and drag it down to your macro bar.
Now my character looks very different than he did. Wow. He looks very different than he did yesterday when I logged in, Karn.
What do you mean?
I opened him up.
Uh-huh.
And it's like owned items. Something collapsed here, or I mean, I open up my character sheet and I see like owned items, like 1 bard, 2, like I see like the objects in my character, but I don't see my character sheet that I'm used to seeing.
Okay, hang on a second.
Let me log out and back in.
Hang on, because I can open. Okay, I see your character sheet. Now, are you on tab or something, or?
No, I'm in the game. Up top, I see pop out, sheet, prototype. So like I see Gavin Evan Drifter. I see my picture. And then I see.
Ooh, I messed up.
I see like owned items: 1 Bard, 2 1500 GP Ruby Dust, 3 Vicious
Okay.
Mockery.
Oh,
4,
I think I know what happened. Hang on. No. All right, do this. Go up to sheet.
Okay.
Where it says default sheet, do a pull down.
Yes.
What does that say?
Default or core actor sheet.
It should say, yeah, D&D 5e actor sheet 5e character. No, the second. No, the second.
The second one, default sheet says core dot actor sheet. The first one says default with the drop down option of core actor sheet.
Okay, hang on. I just did a thing. Did that snap it right?
Hold on.
You might have to close it and reopen it.
I just closed it and reopened it. I did not see it. My only option is core actor sheet.
Okay, but does your sheet show correctly now?
No, it does not. I scroll down. I see 90 items. I see everything I've entered. I see everything that I entered. But it is it's just a list.
Oh, it's treating you like you're a loot box.
Yes, I guess that's right.
Well, does it look like the group loot window?
Let me see if I can open the group loot window. I cannot open the group loot window.
You can't?
No, it won't let me open the group loot.
You might need to get out and come back in.
No, that's what I was thinking. Be right back.
Because yeah, I can see your character sheet fine.
All right, I'm back out. I'm back in.
Now, admittedly, I did go through your character sheet and I changed a couple things, like where you had 2 of something. I changed it to a quantity of 2 instead of you having 2 individual ones.
Okay. I intentionally done it as 2 different items, but that's okay.
Well, I stacked them all because I was playing with some stuff and you just happened to have it that way.
Okay. My character sheet looks right now. And the loot looks correct. So everything looks good for me now.
Okay, yeah, and I want to say I hooked everybody's ranged weapons up also. You have ammo, and then if you look, your ranged weapon, if you go under the details, it will say that you use ammunition. And it will auto count 1 every time you fire a weapon. I've tested that.
Where's the ammo? Where's the ammo under consumables?
Yes.
50. Got it. So if I do this.
So every time you fire, it'll take it away almost as soon as you roll. It'll take the arrow away.
Okay.
So to give yourself arrows or bolts back, you have to go into the edit and change the quantity.
I think I'm good.
And that's why I didn't want things individuals. I wanted it quantity stacked because I noticed that was something that kind of got a little picky about. If there were 2 different arrows, it had a little freak out.
All right, I got arrows.
All right, so let me try this out. I come down here. I cast sleep from a scroll.
Okay.
I have 2 scrolls of sleep.
It should take 1 away.
Okay.
All right, let's try this bed.
And it took them both away.
Did it?
Trying it.
And that's why I had it as that's why I had 2.
Okay.
Both of them showed up.
Well, on the scrolls, it might have to be that way then. That was super weird.
Yeah. But same with potions of healing, I would think. Because it's the consumables are set to destroy on use. Potions are set to destroy on use, and so if you've got, multiples of them.
Oh, so it automatically tells you if it hits?
Yeah, I have it set up. It's as long as you do the target, the auto targeting, it's gonna tell you if it hits. It's auto going to apply damage. It takes resistance into consideration.
Ooh, and
There's
it
a
does
saving.
the crit.
There's a saving throw. If there's a saving throw involved, it does that all automatically, because of stuff I have set up.
Thank God.
Yeah, it'll. Like I said, you just have to make sure that you have your targets in place, and you can target multiple things if you're able to. But it will apply all damages to all targets. So if you have like magic missile and you're going to have like one at every person, when you cast it, it's going to give all the damage to every person. So we'll just have to kind of watch out for little weird things like that.
Okay. I gotta do my sacred oaths. What's up, Sean?
He made it. All right, we got a full house. Is there anybody still missing something they think on their character sheet?
I can add it, but it's just my features.
All right. Now I want to make sure you have all your features, because other people have had issues like finding them or getting them.
Hey, John, can you pull my scroll of dissonant whispers over into the inventory? As a selectable lot, so I can grab a couple more copies of it.
Oh, from your character sheet?
Yeah, for my character. It's something I created. Pull it over.
Yeah. Hang on. Consumables. Scroll. Oh, there it is. Okay, go to items. I thought we had that one already.
You grabbed it as a spell, but not the scroll.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I created a scroll off of the spell you created.
I see.
I have a couple of those.
I see. Okay, so there you go.
Thank you very much. One.
Now, there is something I want to point out now that everybody's here. On your character sheets, this is an important thing to remember. If you open your character sheet from like the chat area on the right, you will notice at the top of the character sheet it says prototype token. If you double click your token, it will open your character sheet, but it will only say token. So if you are going to make an edit to your token that you want to be permanent, you must do it from the prototype token. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So be careful where you open your character sheet from. I have made that mistake a couple times building monsters where I've edited the token on the screen, but then when I pulled a new one, the change didn't happen because I didn't open the right token. So that's a key thing to remember. Let's see, some of the other little features. Let's see, like I said, right-clicking to open the combat tracker. All you got to do is right-click the fist up in the icon bars there, and you guys have control over that. Whether or not you see it, you don't see it, that's up to you. It doesn't open automatically now anymore when combat starts, anything like that.
Very nice.
We'll go through combat. You guys will see what happens when things die and shit like that. So is anybody else missing anything from the character sheet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, if they're not, I'm going to go through a scenario of moving to a map and a fight scene and things like that, so we can kind of go through it. And I'll explain what I've done. Now, first thing that can happen, you can preload a scene in the background, and that's what that was. Now, hopefully, that means when we actually go to that scene, it should just snap almost right away, so I can load it in the background, so that when I activate it, it's really quick. There's no like load times, problems, anything like that.
Hey, what's up?
Now right now I have it set for daytime, but to show you guys what night vision looks like, right now I currently have all of these tokens not having night vision. So I'm going to make it nighttime. And you guys are going to go near blind. And if I'm not mistaken,
slowly goes down.
yeah, it slowly goes to nighttime. Now I do have a light in this room, so you won't go completely blind. But can you guys open that door? Can anybody open that door? You can. Okay, I wasn't sure because I have you guys locked behind an invisible wall. I have a bunch of the different walls in here. There's a wall that's invisible, which means you can see through it, but you cannot move through it.
Yeah, I see it right here. I can't move. It says I'm colliding with it.
Right. There are illusionary walls, which means you can't see through it, but if you bump up against it, it will let you automatically go through it. And there's one of those on this map. And if you guys don't find it, I'll point it out to you so you can see it. You notice that you guys have the ability to open and close non-locked doors on your own. Okay? So now it's not, hey, open this door. You can go up and click the door. You can walk on through. That's up to you. Now I do have that ability.
Oh,
so
nice.
You can freeze us.
Yeah, I can lock everybody in place, which is really nice, especially right when you open a door or things like that. We can kind of describe stuff or whatever.
That's
or if we're, potty breaking or whatever, and we can be like, boop, everybody just chill for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to open the door. You guys should, if you look out the door, you guys should see a light source down at the end of the tunnel. Should be correct, right?
Oh, yep.
All the way down to the right.
Uh-huh.
The big dark space in the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
That dark space is because you guys don't have dark vision right now.
All right, where are we? Hold on. Where are we supposed to be looking? Because I'm in a room. I see an open door.
Zoom out a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look through
Zoom
the
out.
door. Hang on. For right now, just look through the door. To the right.
I do not. Way to the right.
Yeah.
You can see where we're looking
Well, you
at.
got to open the door. There.
All right. Yes, I do see something way.
I was going to say, people keep closing the door. Well, that's the thing. You guys control the doors now. You guys have that power.
Way down there. I do see something way down there.
You give us too much power.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a light source down there. I can make it so you can't open and close doors. But what I did want you guys to notice. All right. Do you guys see those tokens down there walking around?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, here's the trick. Do you guys only see the two?
C2, yeah.
Okay. One by one, I'm going to give all of you dark vision 60 feet.
Okay.
Because I want you to notice something. And I have a really cool macro for this, so I can hand you guys torches and give you vision and all kinds of shit really quick, which is good. All right, you all have dark vision 60 feet. Now look down the hallway. Do you see a third one now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that's cool.
So
I
if
did not
something
see
is in
that.
the dark, that's what dark vision looks like. Dim light. And this is dark vision in absolute darkness. Now, I can play with the darkness level of the entire map, but right now, it's set to full darkness. So that's what dark vision looks like. So if you see that one that's
really cool.
up close walking around,
I can't really see. I can't see anything.
the one that's like in this area,
Yeah, it's just still black.
all right, hang on. Let's see.
Yo, I'm digging it. I like
There.
this.
Yeah. Very nice.
There, now you have dark vision.
No, still just black.
I don't know where the charger is.
I wonder why.
That's my bad.
Because you're lined up with the door.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd Grix go? Oh, there he is. He's under. Okay.
Unless Grix is in front of me or something.
No, it shouldn't matter. That part shouldn't matter. Just actually, you can all stack right here if you want to just look out the door. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull that wall away so you guys can walk out of here and see stuff.
I should have 90 feet. Well, I'll put DV on my senses. I don't know if that
Well,
did
no,
anything.
just for right now, I've given you 60 feet for this test. I'll fix
gotcha.
everybody's vision. So can you see the one moving around though in this area?
This is still pitch black, like in the center.
So you can't see this
really,
girl?
Yeah, that right there, I can't see anything. Still black. I can see these two dancing around over here.
You can.
Make sure I got everybody.
I wonder if it's the brightness on your monitor.
Could be.
It is very dim.
It's
Could be.
harsh. Yeah, it's really harsh.
Turn
But
the brightness all the way up. Oh wait, now I can see.
you can see that one right there?
Yep, it just popped up. I changed my brightness back down, so it just popped up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a grayish color.
Yeah, it's really harsh.
That's pretty cool.
So that's what dark vision is going to feel like. So don't totally freak out. Hang on. I am going to...
It's more realistic.
Yeah, well, I'm going to turn the light to about 50%. So it's a little better. But yeah, using those settings, you can make a map where like torches automatically come on when it gets a certain darkness on a map and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty trippy. So I'm going to pull the invisible wall that's holding you guys. There we go. So you guys can leave the room and go down to the end of the hall. So go ahead and come down here. And you'll notice the light I have is tinted yellow. And then once you get to the end of the hall,
That is so cool.
If you look south, what happened?
Just all of a sudden, the web page disappeared.
Yeah, I had to reload after I moved.
I like
That's
that it
weird.
changes your perception through the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so cool.
their fog of war is on target.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But when you get to the end of the hall, if you look south, you'll realize I have a light source down there which is tinted orange.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see the difference.
So
yeah.
I can do that with all the light sources. I can make them any color, any whatever. So if you go down there,
Oh god.
yeah, I put some demons, so we can have a good old fight. But what I want to do, I want you to come back up here. I want the fight to happen up here. Just because there's a little more room. I'm going to do away with these. I'm going to do away with the walking acolytes. So that you guys can just fight up here. Now.
Yeah, you went with a small demon, didn't you?
Huh?
You went with small demons, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely
Oh.
went.
And because I know Panda does this a lot for everybody, I've shown a couple people. If you hit Control, start on your own token, and drag it. When you get somewhere, if you let go, re-click, and then move around and re-click and re-click, you can create a waypoints, and then wherever you're pointing your actual cursor at, when you're ready, hit spacebar, and your guy will move around. So that's how you path.
Wait, say that again.
Hold Control, start with your token, and left-click drag. And then let go, re-click, drag, let go, re-click, drag. And keep clicking, and you'll start waypointing. Once you're
It's command for me. Of course it's max.
Sorry, yeah, command. But once you're aiming where you want to stop moving, hit spacebar and you'll start walking.
Ooh, that's pretty sweet.
So that's how you waypoint walk, especially like for setting off traps and things like that. And I do have a question. I haven't been able to really test this with anybody yet. Alex, I'm going to test this with you. Okay. Can you see your token at all?
No, everything's black.
You cannot even see your own token.
Can't even see my own token. Nope.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure how that worked if I make your token invisible. Which is what I... So it took away your vision too? All your vision disappeared?
Yes, it took away my vision. I could not see anything, including myself.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know how it worked for PCs. Because I know, like, the demons, when I make them disappear, yeah, they just poof, gone.
That's cool.
Now, on the other thing, oh, what was I going to say? Oh, for your statuses, if you right-click your own token, the things that pop up in the upper left, that's elevation. And if you change it, it'll
cool.
and hit enter, it'll say how high you are off the ground. That's what that plus 10 feet is. You see above the demon token? Yeah, I'll move him into the bright light. So that's elevation. So that's what that is. Over on the right, the little guy with all the little arrows off him, the status effects. If you click that, you'll see that there's a bunch of white ones at the top and colored ones at the bottom. The colored ones at the bottom are actually linked to statuses. So the ones at the top we can kind of use to our own whatever we want. But the ones at the bottom, especially that third color one over, you'll see concentrating kick in. Anytime you do a concentrating spell, it'll automatically make you concentrating. If you're already concentrating and you try to cast a concentrating spell, it'll actually pop up in the chat that, hey, you're concentrating on a new thing, so your old thing doesn't work anymore. It'll tell you that. So that's a thing. Now, as far as initiative goes, okay, I'm going to clear the chat here. For initiative, all you got to do is right-click your token and click the sword and shield in the lower right corner. And then, yeah, hit your roll button. And it'll put everybody in tracker order. So I still have Destiny and Remnant to roll. Roll tracker.
I'm clicking it, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, same here.
Really? There you go.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay,
Well, I rolled it for you.
Oh.
Destiny, go ahead and long rest real quick. So I want you at full health. I had hurt you because we were testing some other things earlier.
All right, I missed something. Where's initiative?
All right, right-click your token. And
Okay.
see the sword and shield in the lower right corner?
Gotcha.
Click that. It'll put you on the initiative tracker. And then
Okay.
you just have to hit...
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm laying down.
All right, and it automatically puts you in order. Now, you guys are getting ready to see something kind of freaking cool. All right, when battle starts, Grixis, you're at the top, so you're going to notice it. And Ash, you're second, so you're going to notice it, at least right away. But it's part of the spinny.
What?
You each will get a chance to see it. Now,
Wow.
you're also going to hear a noise every time it's a new combat round. Everybody will get a warning. Hey, it's a new combat round.
That is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
So Grixis, from where you're at, go ahead and make your attack. We'll walk through combat. So I see you raging.
Oh, I see the status, yeah.
Yeah, notice the status even shows up in your in the combat round thing. Any statuses you have on you.
What?
Remember, yeah, double right click your target, do your action. Like I said, Alt will let you advantage roll, Control will let you disadvantage roll automatically. and boom,
Yep. Okay.
done.
And
Attack over. So
Well-
yeah, you get your second attack now, and combat is literally that easy.
Wow. It even tells you when you miss.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll-
When you're
That
done,
is so cool.
when you're done, you
That's
have the
cool.
you have
I
the
like this.
end turn pop up, and it'll
So much
automatically
better.
skip to the next person.
Oh man.
All right, let's do this.
So that's gonna be combat.
You have to right-click the thing that you're going to be swinging at.
Double right click it. You'll see
Double
some like
double
yellow
right-click
arrow
it.
things show up and point to it.
So, when you're attacking with a bow, does it just go to the farthest distance?
Don't
how
worry
does-
about. Yeah, the distance is in there. Your min max
Mhm.
distance on your bow is already set, so it'll know whether or not you're at range.
But sharpshooter kind of like sort of disables that, the range.
Well,
That's
what
what
we
I
could.
was-
But I'm saying if you have the sharpshooter thing activated, it edits all that crap for you.
Ah,
That's what that button does for you.
that is so amazing.
So if you're gonna shoot sharpshooter, push your sharpshooter button first, and then do your attack. No, not that. That macro. That sharpshooter macro.
Let's
Do-
see.
Do you have it? All right, in the compendium, it might be something you had to go get. Go to the compendium, scroll down until you see the macro section for FVTT community macros on actor.
I haven't messed with this.
All right, find sharpshooter, drag it to your macro bar, right click it, edit it, and make sure it's set for script and not chat.
Oh, what are you doing? Run it. Stop eating
Let's
stuff.
see.
Stop eating stuff. What are you doing? Okay.
Tell me if you can't find it.
Stop. Lay down. Relax, puppy. It's digging through the trash.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Claw bite. Okay, so we're gonna.
Holy.
Lay down.
Come here real quick.
All right.
How is it automatic? It should automatically be halving those because I'm raging.
You check the damage on those, and you can tell me. Let's see, because it did
Magic items.
12, 21. And
Yeah, no,
15.
It didn't automatically halve.
It didn't? All right, well, I can half it from here, so hang on. There, you should have healed back the halves. Whoop, hang on.
Let's go to.
There, did that work?
No, that took more health away.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
I gotta let my dog out real quick.
Hang on. There we go. I figured it out. That was my fault. Yeah, I forgot to give him his damage back before I took the half away.
There we go. That did it.
Yeah, what happened was I took half again, but I forgot to reset you the original amount. So I had to basically heal you for full and then hurt you for half. I have buttons that allow me to do that.
Yeah, it's good.
So if it didn't do it automatically while you're raged, it's just going to be something you're just going to have to help me remember that.
Okay.
Because yeah, I can literally do it with two clicks of my button. So he's done.
Okay, let's see if this works. And no. That
What
is
are you
not correct.
attempting to do?
I forgot to target.
Ah, okay.
Why did it roll so many dice?
Say again?
Okay, so I hit a 31.
And did 9 damage.
And then why did it attack again?
Did you click it twice?
No, I just clicked it once.
Here, just click it one more time. Just attack once with it again.
Okay.
Yeah, there I saw it just happen the one time.
Okay. And then I get my sneak attack.
So yeah, just be careful about not double clicking.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I can one click heal him and give that back to him. So I can undo errors. So it's not a huge issue, but I mean, it's still a thing. So yeah, just be careful about it.
So 22 on the sneak attack and
Yep, happen automatically.
9.
Say what?
And was it 9 for the first one? For the actual attack?
The actual attack
Or was it 11? It actually got applied.
was 15.
15. Okay. So 15 and 22.
Yep.
Okay.
And you don't have to tell me. It's all automatically applied.
Okay. I'm just making sure because I'll get used to it.
But yes.
All right.
Boom. This is how fast these are going. Claw, claw, bite. Done. End turn.
Okay.
Wow.
Accidentally pushed the back button.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love how it leaves a little thing where you started your movement too.
Nice.
So I tried to search the India, and it doesn't. I couldn't find sharpshooter anywhere. Began to type it, and it didn't pop anything up.
Yeah, I created the sharpshooter on your character sheet so that your macro would recognize it.
I saw that.
That's enough to make the macro recognize it. That's really all you need. Yeah, it's not in the SRD for whatever, and that's where we need to know things that are missing. Because like Russ has had me, he's created a bunch of like individual scrolls that are like unique to the game, but I'm able to make that stuff real life things.
Okay, cool.
I just need to know what needs to be made and what it needs to flesh out to be.
I gotcha.
All right. Remnant,
So
you're
the
up.
one thing, Karn, you'll need to figure out, like I just did vicious mockery on him. He failed, took damage. Now, how do you apply the disadvantage to him? That might be difficult.
Oh, that's just me remembering.
Yep.
Now, what I can do, like I said, I can throw a token on him like that or something to help me remember. And that's what I say, the tokens at the top, all the white ones at the top, those are for us to play with whatever we want. In fact, not even that one. Look at that one. It's got an arrows down. Oh, that's a health arrows down. Let's not do that one. Yeah, we'll just do that one. So, he's marked.
Try that.
See, you're not doing that from your macro bar, are you?
No, I don't even have a.
Yeah, if you drag your weapon down to your macro bar and hit it, it won't pull up these huge windows like this. Otherwise, you got to click each of those to hit and damage. You have to click each of those little buttons to make it happen.
Interesting. I did not know that.
I'm digging the pink die. Ooh, crit.
There you go. And it still didn't roll that quite right. It still didn't add 2 for some reason. Even though I have the fighting style on my sheet. That's weird. It should auto add that, because that's a separate
Is it
thing.
just to hit?
It's just a hit, yeah. Should add +2 to hit. I don't know why I didn't do that. Because under the fighting style, it says, let's see.
Huh, it's weird. Yeah, I'm looking at it. All right, do this, because, yeah, I thought it was built into the thing, but it's not. All right,
That's what I thought too.
here, under attributes, we'll just give you range weapon attack bonus of 2. Update.
Okay.
There. Now it should happen every time you roll a ranged attack.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it doesn't. It's a 12.
Yep, there you go.
Yep, that's it. Thank you. Sweet.
All right.
That'll do it.
So yeah, what I did on your character sheet under attributes, in the far lower right where it says special traits,
Special traits.
I threw in a 2 for a global bonus on your ranged melee attacks.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And that's just where stuff like that resides. Anytime you get like a permanent bonus or permanent something, ring of protection, something weird like that.
Yes, I was working on this on my laptop and I didn't see that even. It only saw feats.
Yeah.
I had to scroll down probably on the laptop.
Yeah, so that's where stuff like that is then.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. Well, that's why we're going through this. This is the test run. This is to work out all the kinks, to figure stuff out. So you have a second shot though, right? Oh no, that was your second shot. Right?
Yeah, it technically was a 32.
Well, it was a crit anyway, and it did roll the 2d8 instead.
Yeah, it did. Instead of the 1. Yeah, that's great.
So.
And it even added, it added the +1 for the damage, so that's good.
Which is why I have you 2 different longbows.
Yep.
Because both of them are geared to use the different ammunition.
Yep, that's awesome.
And if I'm not mistaken, I made one weigh 0 and cost 0. That way it doesn't double in your inventory.
Yep, you did.
So, yep. So, it's
Thank
just
you for helping me.
little things like that. We can work something out to make it function the way we want it to function. So, it's just little tricks we got to figure out. Are you done with your turn?
Yes, I am.
You have the power to end turn.
Gotcha.
All right. You ready, Gavin? Could you not see it?
No, I didn't.
It was way down the hall. It was way down here in the hall.
I did not see it.
See, and I kind of did that on purpose. I moved them as far away as I could to see what your guys' vision could or could not accomplish. Because I can see everything, so I'm not 100%.
I need a bigger monitor.
So we're going to get... All right, first I'm going to try this. All right. Sweet. So you failed the horrible Nimbus. Magically emits scintillating multicolored light. Each creature within 15 feet that can see the light must succeed wisdom or be frightened for 1 minute. You do get a save. Whoop, hang on. Can repeat this save at the end of each of your turns. And once you're saved for 24 hours. Same as like most normal things. So, You are feared. So if you go under the action, the little token symbols, I'm not sure which one's frightened. There it is. Frightened. You are frightened.
Well, either do 3 or 5.
And where is
Which one's
that?
frightened?
You are. Oh, it's these things. Here it is. To delete that. There we go. I got to get used to that because those things don't go away automatically. All right, so yeah, you have the frightened thing. Claw bite. Yeah, and for you other guys in the chat, if you click on that word frightened on like a condition, it'll pop up a picture, which is why I wanted you to use those certain ones, the colored ones at the bottom. It'll pop up the picture. At the top, it'll say like text, and you can flip to text, and it'll give you what frightened is.
Nice.
So anytime you get a condition, use the bottom ones if it's a real condition. Like I said, the white ones at the top come with the game, but they're not tagged to anything. I have a module that gives me the special ones at the bottom, and they're tagged to these handouts so you can see exactly what it is, and it pops it up in the chat and things like that.
Does it actually apply the conditions to your character?
It didn't apply automatically because of the spell I did, but when I applied it to Gavin, if you scroll up a little, you'll see where it says Karn active conditions, because
Right, but what I mean is like now when Gavin makes an attack roll, will it be at disadvantage automatically?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So
Okay.
we just
That's what I was asking.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now we just kind of have to, but we know
Remember.
we know he's frightened.
Right.
So, and it's disadvantage on ability checks, yeah, and attack rolls. So, yeah, that's a thing. He did claw bite, so he is done. Now, new combat round.
Cool.
I already did today. You want to do that again for tomorrow?
That's so cool.
And what's giving you advantage?
Reckless.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, that second one hit, so that's acceptable.
Someone with move, you had all have advantage.
Yeah.
Why, hello. It's my turn.
Yes, it is. And it lets you know.
Wakey,
Ooh,
wakey,
wank.
eggs and bacon.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Oh shoot, I didn't attack. I didn't think I tagged the guy.
Yeah, you gotta target him.
Alright. I targeted him, and I can still apply it, right?
I can apply the damage to him, yeah. Yeah, 22 hits. So, there it is. Apply damage. You guys can see his health bar, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. I know you can't see his name when you hover on it because it's off the... Which is weird. I think that's one thing it should be able to do. At least the token name should be visible through the walls, yeah. I mean, I understand why it's not, but I don't know if there's a way around that. But I think that should. Alright, my go. Let's see.
Oh, was it a fiend? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It
Okay.
is, yes.
There you go.
Okay. So we get...
All the myths never come back.
And the bite missed.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use my reaction to make one of those miss.
Okay. That last claw. Okay.
I like it. I'm
He's
liking
done.
this macro stuff.
Yeah, and like I said, I have clicky buttons to either return all the damage, double the damage, half the damage, or do regular damage, like even to other targets.
Yeah, I'll have to make a macro like that.
Oh,
No, it's a GM thing.
dang it.
Like let's say you roll damage and you're like, oh, it wasn't supposed to hit that guy, it was supposed to hit this other guy. I can take the exact same dice roll for you, fix the one guy you hit on accident, and automatically apply that exact damage to somebody else.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, okay, so that guy's dead. So yeah, watch this. Ready? Boop.
Nice.
And notice on the tracker, it marks him as dead.
Oh yeah, he's got a skull.
Yeah, he
That's
is
neat.
now taken out of combat.
That's so cool.
How the puppy knows. One puppy is running my way. Go over his. Really? Oh, brush your teeth. Nice doing. I brush your teeth.
Okay. Attack you.
Next up.
Let's go after Ash. I'm going to do my multi-text, so I'm going to try to do my horrible Nimbus again.
Hurry up.
But I'm going to do it here, so it's going to get...
Now, question. Did Grixis' save roll, like, is there a way to see how Grixis rolled an 18?
Xander.
Because does that 18
You
include
get out.
Panda's save aura?
No, it won't. Oh, that reminds me. Panda.
Yes. How do I turn my on? I have to turn it on, don't I?
Hang on. But check this out. Open your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
At the very top, click Token.
Token. Uh-huh.
All right. Under, go to Image. And at the bottom, you can set an aura. And you can pick a color and how big it is.
How big it is.
I almost forgot about this. So it's what, like 15 foot, 10 foot?
It's a 10 foot.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, you have to make it 12 foot then.
Your toothbrush is ready.
Because it counts the square you're in from the center. So add like, make it like 12.
2.5 if you can.
Or 12.5, yeah. And then pick a color, hit save.
12.
There's your aura.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's another mod I have, is a thing for auras. And actually it does look... Yeah, go ahead and just make it a flat 10. I want to see something.
Alright. Let's make
It's
it
ready to go, mister.
Updating.
Alexander, why couldn't you guys brush your teeth?
Let's see.
Well, if you'd have brushed your teeth instead of been messing around,
How's
you
that?
could have been
That did.
done.
That's an exact 10 feet. Because look, there's one person space, 2-person space, and then out. So yeah. So 10 is 10. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
I know on spells you have to be careful with that because it's sometimes it's a little wonky.
Don't okay me. Do it.
All right. So you guys both made your save, so no one's frightened.
I can't be frightened anymore.
I couldn't be frightened in my fear of awesomeness.
He doesn't fucking know that.
Yeah. Aura of courage.
So,
Which is this?
well, we'll see if you can still take on this. Nice.
Ooh.
And the bite
Ouch,
missed.
ouch, and ouch.
And he's done. So yeah, take some owies, baby. And notice how these guys are numbered. It's set up where it auto numbers them for me when it hits the ground, so I don't have to worry about, you know, putting the dots or whatever on them for you guys. It automatically relabels their names with
2,
numbers.
3.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The weird thing is though, like, let's say I put in down like 1, 2, 3, and then I delete them completely. When I go to put another one, it'll be number 4. So there's a thing to reset it back to 1, but it's awkward. Somebody's mic. Gavin said he'd be right back. Oh, there he goes.
So that should have applied to Ash.
And I'm showing that it did. He went from 129 to 137.
Okay. And then,
yeah, so all you guys know,
what happened with that?
it registers that healing is a type of damage. So when you see certain things pop up, see where it says healing or damage roll? Don't freak out. As long as the damage type is healing, it will add instead of subtract.
So how did this work?
Okay, so you're putting that on somebody?
Yeah. I just
Who you
tried to put it on. Well, I tried to put it. I'm just for testing. I put it on Destiny as who I tried to put it on.
Okay, basically, yeah, she's just gonna have to put like a token marker or something where she has.
Okay, same as before.
Has there, like
12,
there,
right?
she has a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be just like before. It doesn't auto target or put it there automatically.
How would I do a skill check with advantage or toggle that inquiry?
How would you do it with advantage? You know what? Let me see.
With advantage in your so down at the bottom of your chat window where it says public role, to the left or right, or where it says plus modifier. I don't know if this will do it for everything, but if you click the little die next to modifier, it'll say advantage.
Oh, it did. It sure did. You can keep clicking through it, and it's advantage, disadvantage. So he's right. Plus, if you hit the one right where it says public roll, it'll pop up like a calculator-looking thing for die rolling.
Oh, sweet.
Good catch. I wasn't sure what the fuck that was. I'm like, I'm not positive. What the hell?
Thank you. I was confused as to how to even make that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I knew it cycled through advantage, disadvantage, but I wasn't sure how it was
I
used.
found that one earlier.
And
So-
I see one that sees the hit and damage.
Yeah, if you're rolling a to hit, if you're rolling a to damage roll.
Oh.
Like, you know, oh, I have like a bless, so I have a +2 to attack. You could put a +2 in the modifier and always have that +2. The problem is it'll give a +2 to every 20-sided die roll that you do. So you just kind of have to watch that.
Okay. That's pretty nifty. All right, I like it.
Well, if you set it to hit, it'll only be on attack rolls, but... Now, and you guys can tell me, after you guys do your end turn, is it untargeting your target?
No.
Okay. I want to say that's one of the settings, because you guys have individual settings for yourselves that you can go through, because mine, it does. As soon as I hit end combat, or end turn, it untargets everything for me automatically, but that's a setting I have set. So if you guys go up to the cog in the far upper right and go to config settings and then module settings, there's certain things you guys have power over that only affects you. So everything that you're allowed to edit are things that you are allowed to edit. Oh yeah, and this, if you long left click, you get that. And then I still have this. I still have that. Also, if you click a person's face in the encounter tracker, you will center on that person.
It was 100.
That's weird. I just changed my dye and it's still pink.
Did you save?
I did. I clicked save. And it changed it back.
What's wrong with pink?
Nothing, I guess.
Did you do it in the 3D dice thing?
I did. It's very weird. I clicked apply and save.
Actually, do this. Down on your name, right click that, go to player configuration, and change that color.
Careful.
Later. Whoa, rocking the mohawk there, buddy.
Oh yeah, look at this guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I saw it the other day. It's tight.
Aha!
Sean, keep talking so you're in the big window, man. There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. He loves it.
That's better.
It's drooping down a little bit, but we had it spiked and
Gotta gel it.
oh yeah, we gelled it today, but it kind of, with the heat, it kind of just fell.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm next up.
Everybody likes the mohawk.
Right.
I just saw it peeking out in the corner while he was saying his Mississippi.
Every haircut on mine.
All right,
You're gonna
Sean,
get a
he is
mohawk every
attacking
time?
somebody, not you.
Okay, I am going to use my sentinel.
Yep. And you missed. All right. So he is done. New battle round.
Ooh.
Where are you?
Okay. Just move to this one.
All right.
I like that warning. Ding.
Yeah, I put that in there for you. And it tells you when you're next. I like that part. Not even when it's your turn. It's like, hey, get ready. Be thinking about what you want to do.
Yeah.
What was the button for advantage again? I forgot to roll advantage.
Oh,
Alternate is advantage. Control is disadvantage.
Alternate is advantage.
If you have something on the macro bar and you hit Alt when you activate it, it will roll with advantage. If you hit Control, it will do disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll do that then. All right. So, control.
I've realized my attacks have been wrong.
What do you think is wrong with it? So I know.
It didn't have my proficiency bonus added within the great axe portion.
All right, let's do this. Alt. Hey.
Under great axe does for the damage, does it say plus and mod?
Yes.
No, for the attack rolls.
I know. Under the
Oh,
great
yeah.
axe for the damage. Hang on. Yeah, it's down there. 1d12 plus mod plus 3. So that plus mod is your proficiency plus what you have as your ability modifier, which is strength. So it's going to have your strength.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all rolled up in your plus mod. So when you see the numbers in there, that should be all inclusive. Yeah, you guys have the gist of how the lighting is. So I'm going to assist this a little bit. I'm going to turn on the lights.
It's still not right because it's only giving me a 5. My strength modifier is a 5 plus my proficiency bonus is more than 5.
Because I see it on everybody else's stuff.
Aren't we like are we a 5 proficiency?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you should be close to it by now.
So
Yeah.
is that
And I should be getting a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're all at 5. We're all at 5.
Yeah, because I get my strength mod and my proficiency. Yeah. Strength mod and then my damage. Yep. My damage is right. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah.
What?
That all
My turn.
definitely it.
Your turn.
It's your turn.
it should be fixed next time it comes around?
My turn. I'll just come from underground. It's my turn. I'll come from underground.
Hang on.
The click, leaving a giant hole. Yeah, a giant hole. I'll bust out, and I'll eat everything. Because my character is really hungry.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
He's gonna eat all of them. He's gonna eat all of it.
Yes.
He's that hungry.
That's very hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to go put my son to bed, and I will be right back.
All right, you done with your turn? Okay.
He selected the next guy because it warned me that I'm next up.
Yeah, he went. It's the notification. Okay, and it's half.
Yep.
So I'm going to give the damage back, then wound half. There.
Holy balls.
All right, and then give the damage back, then do half.
Use my reaction for one of those. Okay.
What, the claw or the bite?
Whichever will make it miss.
The claw or the bite?
The bite.
Because the damages are different.
Yeah.
Considerably different.
Only a little bit.
All right, so then he's done. Yeah, and you guys, it should be too. If any of you guys do a spell with an AoE in it, it should pop up with a thing for you to do the AoE automatically. Make sure where you place it is exact, because once you drop it, the
Hit
automatic
everything around it.
the automatic stuff will kick in as soon as you let go of that. Now it can be moved and adjusted, but as soon as you let go, all the automatic stuff will kick in. Gavin, don't forget too, you get a saving throw to stop the sphere.
So
Oh,
I
he
didn't
targeted
mean to
me.
hit that.
Huh?
I didn't mean to. I meant to do that. To give you a bardic inspiration. I meant to give him a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Take that, Ash.
So Ash, undo the damage there. I was able to undo it.
Your first smells like shit.
Okay.
So Ash, do this.
All these grappling.
Hang it.
What's the
Panda.
Yeah.
Right click your token.
Uh-huh.
Go to the little dude with the sparks coming off him.
Little dude with sparks.
And I've been using for Destiny. I use the bio symbol for his inspiration. So there, you have a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. Right click.
And you made the saving throw, so you can remove your. Here, clear conditions. Okay. So are you done with your turn? Russ.
Oh,
that,
I'm sorry. That's on me.
and I did want to mention to you guys, I don't know if anybody's noticed it. At the very bottom of the screen, way over on the left side, see that little red growing thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Slowly inching over. If I wanted to be a real prick DM, I can set a timer on how long you have to do your turn.
Oh my gosh.
And if you don't finish your turn, when it hits the end of the timer, it automatically skips you and goes to the next person.
It's like 6 seconds.
It's currently set for 30 minutes. Because I just maxed it out. It comes with something else. But if I were to set it for like 2 minutes, you would have to do everything you needed to do in 2 minutes. Or it would automatically skip you and go to the next person.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just so you know, that's what that is if you notice it. But that's what that little candy cane spinner is.
That's kind of cool.
What about doing skills that are like custom skills? You just make some new ones out of feet.
Yeah, if we need to, like, what do you need?
Just like brewing skills or brewing supplies or brewers, just tools, toolkits or whatever.
Yeah, realistically, most of those are going to be done through like an ability check anyway. So on your attributes, if you click like the name of the attribute, it'll roll that skill. And that's the same thing. You can do Alt and Control and get a roll off that, I believe.
Check.
Yeah. For like your grapples and stuff.
I think grapples are athletic checks.
Well, you know what I mean, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get you.
So.
And then I think you can do the same thing with Alt clicking them too, right?
Say again? I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, you can test it. I'm not positive. That's what I'm saying.
I think I just did.
Now's the time to play with it. And well, if you click on the actual check, you can see that it only rolled 1d20. You can grow those little boxes.
You probably have to. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Worst case scenario, go to that thing right above the chat window, trigger the advantage, and then hit strength and see what that does. There it is.
Yeah, that's the one that does it.
So, yeah, that's how you have to override that. You'll have to trigger the advantage, then just, click your strength or whatever. Brewing would be like wisdom or whatever.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah, that's why I wanted to have this session. This is to iron out all the weird stuff. Figure out the combat, figure out the little intricacies of inventory and things like that. Try not to just type say new item and just type something into inventory, look in the SRD for it first and drag it over if it's there. If there's something you need that isn't there, type it in temporarily and then we'll figure something out.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Alright. Alright, let's see if this makes more sense. Yes, there we go. That makes a lot more sense in my attacks. There's a crit. Eat all
Nice.
Wow. 34 freaking damage.
It was like max rolls on almost all.
That is
Smash.
bestial. Look at that, 6, 9, and 11.
Yeah.
That is bestial.
That was a good one.
Yeah, my turn.
Very nice.
All right.
I can hear that.
Yeah. So
That's how you do it.
everybody's happy with the gist of how their character sheet melds with the combat, how you use your abilities and functions.
Yeah, that hit. Then I'm gonna hit him with this, and then I'm gonna hit him with another one.
Hang on, I want you to do me something real quick, Ash. Hang on.
What's up?
Hit your Undead Fiend bonus real quick.
All right.
Okay. It did not apply that damage automatically.
All right. So how do we do that?
That's what I'm trying to... I guess I'm just going to have to apply it because it doesn't even have a thing to like...
What if let me try this. I'll go damage, and does it do it?
No.
Okay. I tried clicking that damage thing.
No, that's going to apply when you roll it. Yeah, well, yeah. I'll have to figure that out. But no, it did not apply that. So I would have to do that. Now, so you guys know, if you right-click your token, below you is your health bar. You can use the plus and the minus just like anything else. And edit your health. You know, -6, +15, whatever. If something doesn't happen automatically.
Okay.
If you type in a dead number, it'll just automatically change to that number. So, yeah, on the Undead Fiend bonus, we're just going to have to know for me to go in and manually add that damage. Like, I can see the damage on the screen. I just...
Is there a way like the last, with weapons, how it targets it? Is there a way to get that script and transfer it to that?
Maybe. I will... We have to learn...
Looking at it.
I have to learn more about scripting. Yeah, I might be able to... I mean, you could literally make... just like a chat script. There's just like /r space... What is it? 1D...
I'm doing the bracket ones.
They're not brackets.
The double bracket, the double what?
Yeah.
Double bracket, and then
Brace.
1d6 and then another double
Yeah.
bracket.
Foundry doesn't do double
brace.
brackets. Foundry doesn't do double brackets.
It's doing it for that, but it's not using it for the health thingy.
Did you create that, or did you type that in there? The Undead Fiend bonus.
I typed in the Undead Fiend. I typed it in.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, yeah,
And
we'll
that's
have
why
to...
it's rolling it.
Okay.
individually.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take a look at the scripting. I might be able to mod another script so it just rolls and does it.
Attaches it to the target.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we did it on Roll20.
Maybe.
Or like targeting.
But the problem is macros here are either a simple chat command or it's JavaScript. So we got to get good at some JavaScript if we want to do some like intricate ass macros.
That's gonna take some time.
Well, me and Sean are working it. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be an awesome JavaScript writer in about a decade.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Ow.
Good lord.
Hang on. He's only taking half each time. Bite time.
Holy
Bite deflected.
Jesus.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Merciful Christ.
Well, there. I healed him of that damage, so he didn't take the 35. So, yeah, he deflected the bite.
Thank God.
Yeah, you still would have taken what? That's like 17? It's fucking crazy.
Still a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think I pretty much transferred everything from.
All right, so I'm moving away.
Okay, Remnant, why are there two of you?
I accidentally jerked it over there. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you guys can place your own new tokens down.
I saw that. I did it accidentally.
Which reminds me, actually, Panda, that's a task for you to do. In the folder, you should have your cat character sheet. You should be able to fill it out. Gavin, you have all yours there too. Your owl and your dinosaur and your shit.
Aha!
You guys should be able to fill those out accordingly. And then when you summon them, you can just literally drop and drag it yourself as long as you have control over it.
So I think I've got Hunter's Mark working now, so.
And I need to change the owl. In the prototype token, change the owl to being small, and it'll auto-size it smaller.
Yeah, your owl is not going to be as sneaky as it used to be anymore.
What's that?
It's a giant owl. Medium size.
Well, even it's small, it's still pretty
Still
big.
huge.
Yeah, right.
Well, even, have you guys actually ever seen a fucking, like, barn owl?
Yeah.
Their wingspan's like 8 feet.
It's not
It's
small.
fucking-
It's tiny. I did make it tiny, and it's still that.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me... Gavin's Critters. Owl. Prototype token.
Section that's just named Gavin's Critters.
Hey, where do we do... Oh, there's its size.
So it's just gonna auto roll that, I guess, when I.
It's not that important. I don't think it's that important for tonight.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I give it a level or do I give it a CR?
That's weird. Okay. I'll figure out why it's not resizing. Because I've done it before. Because it should be dropping on the map at the size that it says on the character sheet.
Alright. And then. Hey, that's a nat one.
That means you're done for the round.
Yep.
I love this. I have this one window I can pull up that gives me all your guys' hit points, armor class, passive perception, passive investigation, passive insight, and passive
Wow.
stealth rolls, all in a
Don't
window
even have to look at it. That's cool.
Status, yeah.
for everybody in the group. And then I can flip over. I can see how much money you guys have and what languages you guys have marked as knowing.
I have a lot.
Well,
I
here,
didn't realize
actually,
that.
hang on. Where is it?
Grixis knows all the languages.
I know
There's a
6 different
place.
languages.
I know every single one of them. If it's a language, Grixis know it, can understand it at least.
Is Druidic, is it technically a language, or is it just written?
It's its own language.
Okay, well, yeah, that counts, I guess.
You know, one of these times I'm going to make a character that speaks like 12 different languages, none of them common.
You can take a feat where you can learn 3 languages? I was like, wow.
Or you just go ahead and get yourself a helmet, comprehend languages, and just know them all.
I don't know. I don't spell it. Okay. I have a story with someone. Did a couple songs and we'll right to bed.
Ooh, what happened there?
Sorry. That's me. It'll pop back in a second.
Something happened?
Yeah, I did a
Yeah, I
thing.
dropped this
Sorry.
for a second.
Should pull you right back in.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, that was the thing I did. I'm sorry.
My sound should be working on Foundry.
It doesn't matter. Foundry couldn't handle the audio video. It just couldn't.
Yeah. It kept giving me errors though when
Well,
you were talking.
Well, even that, Foundry itself, like the app on my computer that's hosting, kept freezing.
Yeah, I got you.
So it couldn't do it. It just couldn't.
There wasn't enough bandwidth or whatever to run audio video with more than a couple people.
Maybe. But yeah, it was losing its mind.
Because when I'd pop in with just you and Alex.
It seemed to be working with like 3 people, but when all 6 of us. Now, what we can try is, and we can try this before the end of the night, or we can try it now if you want. We can drop from Hangouts. I can set it up so it's audio only in game and see how that works.
They were earlier.
If you guys want to try that while we have everybody on.
I mean, yeah, doesn't matter to me.
Because I'd be almost wondering about that. Let's try it. Because we're just kind of playing around. So let's try it. You might have to log in again, because I'll have to change the audio video settings again. But I'll make it for audio only. So drop out of Hangouts, come on over and activate your thing. Oh, it put the pictures back. Okay, everybody here? Nope.
A little.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so that did not work. So yeah, I just did not like that at all. No problem. Okay, hang on, I gotta reset this one more time. Oh, come on.
Rick just says his computer crashed.
Yeah. I'm having a problem going in and turning off the audio video. It's like super laggy.
Yeah, I'm relogging in now. It kicked me out too.
Hang on, it's gonna boot you out again real quick.
That's alright.
All right. All right, that's back to acting semi-normal. Oh, we know not to do that. Okay. Fair enough. Yep, too much. Even just audio. So, fair enough.
Okay, Paso.
Yep. We got everybody now. No, we're missing one. Missing Steve.
Alright, did the auto work?
No. No, it did not. Yeah, like as soon as it popped in, like the little spinny on my screen just froze. I was like, oh, damn.
Nope, everyone was like,
Yep.
nah.
Nope.
Steve wants to know if that's it tonight. He's going to go to bed. If we're just going to mess around.
Yeah, we're just going to kind of mess around. So, yeah, for now, if he needs to go ahead.
Not even gonna try to do anything real, huh?
Well, I mean, if he's going to drop out. I mean, we can stop this combat and walk around the rest of the map. I can show you guys the rest of the stuff.
No, that's up to you. I mean, that's up to you, Connor. That's your you know, how comfortable do you feel actually going through?
Well, the thing is, are you guys happy with how combat functions?
I'm down.
Okay.
I got the basic basic all my shit.
Okay. End combat. Closes that out.
Yeah, I'm just working on getting my sheet set up where it's working well.
I think there's anything else that we would have to have.
Yeah, I think all it is finishing touches and ship.
All right, now, one thing I thought was really awkward for moving your characters around, you can use arrow keys, WASD, or if you use the number pad, you can even use the diagonals. Or you can drop and drag. So they really want you to be able to move around a token.
Yeah.
But if you want to follow me, I'll give you the tour. So you can come down, you notice, like I said, there's an orange light present. So, like I said, I can make lights of a different color.
Fancy.
Yeah. Now, my
That's
fat
cool.
ass has to squeeze through this little tunnel, but oh, wow. It's not letting me into the tunnel.
Oh, so it won't squeeze through?
I'm too big. That is awesome. Now, somebody come right here. Yeah, Destiny did it. She found the illusionary wall.
Ooh.
Oh, no shit.
So, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
there will be walls that aren't necessarily quote unquote hidden. Because there's some that are hidden. You will bump into them, but you won't see a door key. Like I will tell you right now, where Gavin is a door. All the way down here is a door.
Alright.
But you wouldn't know it unless you asked.
Okay, now say we make it to the end of a point or right here, or make it around the corner and do a perception check, or will our active or passive perception count for finding that?
It would have to be me telling you. And I could point it out, like I said. I could be like, right here, you can walk through that wall. Or right there, there's a hidden door. Which, I'm telling you, if you go up in this hallway right now, go up inside this hallway, I'm telling you right now, right here's a door.
That's crazy. I can't see it.
So
I
this
know
door
you
must
can.
be locked.
That's what, no,
Secret door.
But it's hidden.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a hidden door. Which means,
That looks like
basically,
a wall to me.
if you'll listen,
Correct.
I
Exactly.
have to open it for you because you can't see it. But when I open it, it exists.
Ah.
So that's what I'm telling you, the different walls. That's why we're going through and explaining. That's why I created the level. Now, if you walk into that room, you should hear noise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Some sweet
Drums.
music.
I can't
Yeah.
tell where they are.
I like that.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
So I can drop sounds on the map too. And
And then the things you can hear is what you hear.
what you hear is what you hear. Now, just like I did with the alkalites at the very first screen, you'll notice that alkalite number 2 walks around and the sound follows her.
Oh.
I did notice that on the home screen.
Yeah, when she gets near you, you'll hear it. When she walks away, you'll hear it.
I noticed you can't jump through walls either. You collide with them if you try to. So you have to like stay exactly on the path.
Yeah, there's no halving it.
Mm-hmm. On Roll20, you could kind of jump them.
You can hear that the door's locked.
Yeah, I did that too earlier.
Yeah,
That's
it
what I said
does
was
like a
door's
jiggle.
locked.
Yeah.
All right.
So cool.
And so you would pick it, and I have the ability to unlock it. It is now unlocked.
Anyone know how to increase the volume of it?
Of what?
Of just, in general, this like if we, oh, there it is, volume setting.
I was gonna say, yeah, you have like a master slider.
Yeah, there's a combat ready in the module setting.
Yeah.
I was hoping there was a creaky door sound when it opens, but I guess there's not.
Now in the big room. Yeah, I got the big dragon in the big room. I had him invised. It's that easy to go invisible.
Seems safe in here. Ah!
Kill it with fire.
That's why the door was locked.
Adult cave dragon.
You are free now. Go.
But I can't leave the door. I'm too fat.
Then how'd you get in here?
Well, and I just learned, that was something I just learned. I couldn't even squeeze a hallway. Oh, wait.
Be able to squeeze in.
So we're gonna have issues with
Yes, I can. It's letting me force place them there.
So you can't just move it.
But I can't just, if I was using the arrow keys to move around, it wouldn't, won't let me.
So it'll have to be a mouse. Okay.
So, yeah, that's a thing. So that's something we learned too.
Okay.
So.
I say we learn by doing. We're up the real one.
Yeah, let's do this.
So.
And clean up some beats along the way.
So if I'm not mistaken, though, you guys have seen the whole.
That's everybody's.
Yeah, those are some good features.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I love the sound effects. They're really cool.
It definitely adds to the ambiance. It's next level. It's definitely next level.
So, I'm gonna take you back because there was something I kind of forgot to tell you. If you look here, Acolyte 1, if you hover over her, the one here, see how she has a yellow box?
Yeah.
She is considered neutral. Acolyte 2 here has the blue box. She is considered friendly.
Okay.
Acolyte 3, how her box is red,
That's hostile.
she is considered hostile. So by hovering a target, you
awesome.
can determine. Now, admittedly, I have a macro to do this. Just
Yeah, everybody hostile, huh?
and boop, and just everybody's
Now,
hostile.
Can you individually change their, I guess, views towards certain players?
Towards specific players?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But
that would be cool.
That would be cool. But in general, to the party, it has the color shifts. So you know that, yeah, blue is basically friendly, neutral, or enemy. So that's how that plays out. The only other thing we didn't really go over down here was the group loot chest box. And when I do, I've already augmented all of the automated treasure rolling dice tables. And when I hit them, it will self-populate here.
Ooh.
Now, I am going to try this because the money that's in it, there's a way for me to force it out to all the people, and I want to try it because I haven't tried it yet. But it says there's 3 platinum and 29 gold to be handed out per person. And it did it. So it should have transferred all of that to your character sheets.
Yeah.
Now, the same thing that's on here. If there's something in the group loot and you want it moved to your character sheet, you can go over and click the diamond. And it will steal it from this box.
Ooh, I want an Ornate class.
Be right back.
So these are the things that
Hey, took all our loot.
I distributed it to everybody.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry, like
You must loot items from a token. I gotta click the token.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you have to target the group loot box and then loot it.
Have to be in.
Yeah, it gives me a little drop-down box that says loot on each thing. When you click on it, I guess that takes it. I don't know.
Well, tell me what you're taking.
Nah, like the jade, I guess.
Jade chips?
Then you do quantity, I guess.
Well, it says quantity 15 on it. So if you take one, I should notice that it drops. Yes, it did drop to 14. Mm-hmm. And it highlighted that you stole it. Look at that.
Oh, really?
How do I?
In chat, Remnant of the Past looted 1x jade chips.
Well,
so you can't sneak steal shit from here.
Dang.
How would I be able to do that again?
All right, go ahead and talk it through what you did.
So double click on the group loot box, and whatever you want to take. If you go over to the diamond, that's the loot item option, and it'll pop up whatever quantity you want to take from the group loot, and then you can type the quantity and then click loot, and it'll auto pop up what you take. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's really neat. So how do I give that back, though? Like if I wanted to
If I'm not mistaken, if you grab it off your inventory sheet and drag it over to the
Oh, it'll
group
drop
loot
it in there?
and drop
Hang
it
on.
in there.
Let me go to my inventory. Yeah, it's got it right here in my loot. And then...
Oh, it did it.
Yep.
Not does it.
It separated it, but...
It separated it, but there's a way. There's a way. You can just delete the one, go to
add
edit,
it to...
and then quantity. Yeah, just edit the quantity up. But even with it separate, it's still there for looting later.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
it's not a huge deal. So yeah, that's how group loot will work. Like I said,
That's cool.
That
in fact,
makes it a lot easier.
Here, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna make a roll on one of the magic item charts.
But it kept a jade chip in my loot still.
Yeah, you would have to delete it from your sheet.
Yeah, here we go. There we go.
But yeah, like watch this. Like if I roll for like a magic item or something off the loot chart. Watch this. I'll roll 3 times so something happens. And if you all have the group loot box open, you'll see it.
Oh yeah.
Things just show up. This is where all of the loot tables will pop up.
Why does the acolyte greeting me?
Because you're standing too close to her and she can see you.
Oh, shoot.
That's something I wanted to show you guys. If they're on patrol like that, there's a way I could make it where if they see you, it'll actually pause the game, put you in group combat. It'll trigger combat. So you know, if I can have monsters around it. If you get within their sight range, and I get to pick the sight range. Right now, I think she's only set for 10 feet. But I get to pick a sight range. And if you enter their sight range,
Oh god.
it'll pause the game. It'll put that person and you automatically on the tracker. It won't roll an ish, but it'll put you and them automatically on the tracker.
Oh my god.
Okay, and now, so using that, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you roll out the stealth part of, like, the stealthy portion of this part? Like, say Destiny's going through and she's noticed by one of these patrols.
No, but it won't trigger combat, but I can restart the game and just override it. Okay.
I was just asking if that would set like an initiative between them.
No.
So they could play through it.
No.
Okay.
But here, let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna trigger Evil Vision. All right, everybody go back to the left side of the screen. Put your tokens off back on the left side of the screen for a minute. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Everybody open the initiative tracker real quick.
Okay.
So Ash, go ahead and move down here next to the hostile chick. Okay, it didn't do it.
I wonder if lunch is soon.
Okay, it didn't do it. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, wait. I know why. Back away again?
Oh, I saw Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny, back away again.
Is it a front facing?
No.
Or is it directional?
Try now. I didn't give her a specific route. Right now I have her on a standstill route.
Ooh, this one saw me.
She saw you. let me do this then. Let me change her.
She's
All right. Try to get near acolyte number 2.
acolyte number 2.
This one. There it goes.
Oh my god.
So that's a thing. Auto pause. Both of you are now in the tracker. So yeah, that's a thing. So now if there's guards or I have people on watch or something like that, that can be a thing. So I can just unpause it, and if you weren't supposed to be, like I said, because you were stealth or whatever, I can end the turn. I can just close the encounter.
And then from here, this is when we see whether we get caught or not.
Yeah.
After.
So I can set that up. Like I can set their vision to like, oh, it's set for 60. And so, if you get within 60 feet of them and there's no walls or anything between you, it should be like, halt, who goes there or whatever. I can actually make them say a thing, which I'll probably do. If I do set something like that up, I'll probably have it say your name out loud. So in chat, it'll pop up saying, hey, I saw this person. So I'm going to.
That's pretty cool. This is definitely.
I'm going to stop them from walking around here. So they're not just talking all the goddamn time. But so that's happening. So like I said, there's a bunch going on. I don't even know if I covered everything. Yeah, on your character sheet.
Yeah, sometimes the only way to learn is to go into the deep end.
Yeah, another thing on your character sheet, when it comes to like inventory and stuff like that, you'll see that the little arrow that like's looking like it's arrow pointing into a box. You can move things to your favorites, and if it doesn't already show, it'll create a thing at the top with a star. So like the spells you use all the time and stuff like that, you can concentrate them all in the front on one tab. So same thing with spells, especially Ash and stuff like that. If you go to the compendium, one of the compendiums is called spells. Open that up, find the spells you have, drag them over. If there's a spell that's not listed there, let me know and I'll help you like create it or whatever. So that it kind of will happen automatically.
Yeah, I noticed a few.
But that's where you can put them. You can put them on your favorites tab. And then, like I said, the ones you use all the time, you don't necessarily have to macro them, but you can, go to it and roll it there if you want. So that's a thing. I do need to figure out everybody's.
Yeah, I created like.
What'd you create?
John, what were we saying?
No, you said you created something?
Oh, sorry. So I did create like skulls of cure wounds. Yeah, I created like a skull of cure wounds that he pulled back into the master inventory. So like, Destiny should have 2 skulls of cure wounds. Ash should have 3. Remnant should have 2.
Yeah.
And so you should be able to just drag those over
onto your character sheet.
What'll happen is cure wounds will show up as a spell in your spell book at the bottom. Do not cast spells from items from the inventory. Cast it from your spell list.
Yes, if
so
an item.
If you want to cast cure wounds from a scroll, go to your spell list, scroll all the way down
till you see the scroll. Hail of Thorns created. Is that not in the spells, I guess? Hail of Thorns? Nope. Okay.
So we're gonna.
I guess we're not gonna do anything tonight then, other than play with it.
Well, Yeah, it was pretty much more to kind of play with it. I still got to build all the monsters.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how I want to handle the level you guys are currently on. If I stop now, like I said, I did level 4 pretty quick, but I have no monsters ready for it. So, because I learned that the way it brought over, you know how we had drawn on it and done a bunch of, like, oh, here's the circle for where you guys put those permanent pillars and all kinds of other weird things.
Mm-hmm.
They became part of the permanent map when it pulled it over. They didn't
Yeah.
become an object on the map. So
Oh.
so I had to start, like I said, I was able to do map 4 since I had the base map already. I was able to drop it in, do all the lighting, and get all the doors and stuff in place in like 45 minutes. It was pretty quick actually. So past that, it's just me creating creatures, which isn't too bad. There's a lot in the RSD, and I kind of figured out how to make my own to fill in the blanks if I need. Um, yeah, I'll figure out a Hail of Thorns for you. But so I still need to do monster building. Um, because all the monsters I had built came over on character sheets that were screwed up, just like your guys' character sheets were screwed up. So my monster manual is trashed. So I got to rebuild it. But once I get that done, I'll only do the ones that I need, and I'll just do it like I was doing before. I'll build it as I need it. So it's not going to be a huge endeavor. I just have to do the, 10, 20 monsters or whatever I need. But like I said, building the map was pretty quick. If the monster's in the SRD, it's really, really quick. If it's not too bad. It's just looking up all its abilities. Um, um, so I will definitely be ready to go by next round. Because what I'm thinking about doing is recreating the level you're on right now, populating it with what's left, and then letting you guys go from there. But it'll take a minute for me to just set it up and do it. That's all. So.
Okay.
But it won't be that bad. But that's my intent, like I said. So tonight, yeah, it was just to go over everything, make sure everybody's happy, make sure I was understanding everything, what was going on. Like I said, we did the stress test on the audio video. We know it doesn't work in game with everybody. It works onesie twosie, but it doesn't work with everybody. So we'll stick with the Hangouts. I'll deal with that. And then yeah, we'll go with that. So we'll stay Hangouts for voice and video, and we'll do the Foundry for game. It sounds like everything else is mostly ironed out.
Yeah. I mean, and our current plan, just, I think you got it, but I mean, our current plan is finish out this level. We're going to go until basically we have to take a long rest. At which point,
You're gonna
head back.
Oh.
Yeah, and
at
which
which point, we probably head up.
Yeah, because I know Gavin has seen the lay site. I already have the lay site map ready. The tower, the ley line site.
Yeah.
I already have that ready. Like the map is built and fixed.
Yep.
So.
But what I was saying is, when we're ready for a long rest, we'll actually probably go all the way. We'll probably go up, because unless we absolutely have to, Gavin doesn't want to try and teleport out of the tower. We know we can't teleport in.
Yeah, I get that, and I don't have, like I said, I don't have levels 1 and 2 done.
Gavin would prefer to go out manually.
Yeah, I don't have levels 1 and 2 done here.
Now that'll be up to you as to whether.
But I do know for a fact when you guys return.
You go up.
Yeah, when you guys return, you can only return to the front door. So I will have to have them ready if you guys ever return. So
Right.
I'll do them.
Right.
But yeah, this is tight like a tiger. So
Get in there.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and I'm working the same way the group loot box is designed. There's a way to set up a store the same way where I can drop things into the store and then you guys can purchase it and it'll automatically like deduct the money from your character sheet and stuff like that. You can like buy shit. I'm working on that. I haven't got it quite to work yet, but I do have I have a store created and everything in the store is from the PHE basic chart. Here, hang on. Let me do this. There. If you guys go to the actor tab, to the very bottom where it says general store, don't purchase shit off it right now because I'm not totally sure if it'll work. But in here I have everything that's on the basic charts for PHP.
Okay.
And I've been testing it for like just buying simple shit. And if you look on the favorites tab, I have like the ammunition, your potions, your things like that. You guys can move like the common junk to the favorites tab instead of scrolling through all the inventory list. But
which tab?
If you go at the very top in the tabs, there's, you know, chat, tracker, and then there's actor directory. At the very bottom, it should now have general store. And if you pop that open, it has, I've populated, and I don't know if it'll steal the item from here, and I only have one of everything, so I don't know.
Okay.
But actually, hang on. Somebody do it. Somebody try to buy the dagger. Can you buy the dagger?
Let's find out. I have to click the damn token.
Favorites. Loot. I can stick it as loot item. You must loot items from a token.
From a token. Okay, hang on. Let me.
How do you buy?
Okay, there's an item.
There you go. Yep.
It looted one dagger, and the dagger's still on the shopping list. That's what I wanted to check. That is awesome. So I can.
How did you loot it?
You hit the little diamond.
And it's still on.
And it's still in the inventory. Yeah.
It tells me you must loot items from a token.
Yeah, target. I dropped the little bank-looking thing on the sheet right in front of your.
Ah, got it.
Real, I can't see it though.
Right here.
I'm looking for the dagger.
Did it go into your inventory?
I see it in my inventory. Let's see. Hold on. Close that.
Oh yeah, it did. It added it to your inventory.
See the inventory. Okay. Now let's look at this general store. Now let's see if I can find that dagger again. I do not see the dagger.
Okay, hang on.
So it is unavailable to me?
I saw what I looted. I looted a spear. I saw the spear that I looted in my inventory. So.
All right, but is it still? I see both of them still in the store though. That's what I was wondering, if it vanished from the store.
Or if it vanished from the store from the individual who took it.
Well, like I said, I see it. I see both of those items still there.
And I'm no longer able to purchase one.
I do
Interesting.
not see the dagger or the spear anymore.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, if it would vanish. That means I just have to put quantities in there high enough that you guys can just buy shit. That's what I was curious of. So when it does run out of inventory, so technically when it runs out of inventory, that's it. That's what I wanted to know. So, okay, hang on a
But
second.
that also means you can control stuff from us, like buying a bunch of something.
Well, but that means I can't just put arrow.
Yeah.
Which is what I was curious about. So, hang on. I'm putting another dagger in. And you bought just a regular spear? There. I dropped another spear in.
Yes, but I also deleted it from my inventory.
Well, no, I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about now, hang on, is closed it and open it back. See, now I see 2 daggers and 2 spears in there. And it's still showing them both quantity of 1. It's like you guys never bought them.
And let's see if I see it. I don't see the dagger.
I don't either.
Alright, hang on. Hang on, I'm going to change dagger to quantity 5. See what happens. How about now?
They're in the weapons, right?
Under weapons, yeah.
Okay. I do not see it. Let me close it and open it up again.
I don't know. Can I rearrange
Negative.
these? There,
Or,
I was able to drag it to the top. It's the top item.
I have blowgun on mine.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We're opening the token, not the prototype.
Oh, that might be the reason. You're right, because I'm looking at the prototype version. You're right.
Oh, now I see the dagger. If I open the prototype, it's there.
Okay.
Quantity of 5.
Can you buy from the prototype?
Must loot items from a token.
From a token, okay.
So we'd have to update it through looking at the general store.
So what I can do, though, I can change the prototype to like 99 of everything.
John, you have to update it and then drag it over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, like how this works. Okay, so
we could take turns essentially. One person buys, then drag the new updated version.
Each time.
Yeah.
No, well, I could just put in a retarded quantity.
I mean, the store has what the store has, and when it runs out.
Yep, and when it runs out, it runs out. Exactly.
If you want the store to have, if you want the store
and
to have,
and then
15 potions of
we could
healing,
also
you put 15 in there, and then
we could also just make it individually for specific stores too, or whatever.
All right, hang on. I want to see something real quick. Okay, I updated to 5. So 5 should be on the token now. So if you go to buy, does it give you an option on quantity?
Yes, I could buy 2 daggers. I want to buy 2
daggers. So it does offer you like enter a quantity?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering about like arrows. Like, oh my god, you're gonna click buy arrows like 20 fucking times. So yeah, you can just buy 20 arrows or whatever. That's very cool. Okay. So now I kind of understand how that works. So I can set up individual vendors for different things. This PHB one, I'll probably organize it a little better, maybe put things alphabetically. And have it be a standard with like 99 of everything. So if you guys, hey, I need to buy something, some BS stuff, we can drop the general store. We can drop the general store down, you can buy your stuff, and then be done with it. So, okay. I noticed how it was like PHB number 2. So yeah, I need to. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because like I said, there's some things I can't do just as a GM by myself. Okay. So, that's good to know. Something I'll play with. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need. Oh, everybody's vision. What is everybody's vision?
60.
Dark visions. Yeah, 60 dark vision for Gavin.
Yep. Same
Negative.
here.
I'm
60.
normal vision.
Ash has regular vision.
I believe so.
So does Grixis.
How did that happen?
I have a hooded lantern. Wait, unless I'm tripping. I don't think I do have dark
I'm
vision.
trying to remember if you guys had workarounds for vision on everybody or not, but I don't remember.
I thought somebody has goggles of night.
I want to say that was Grix.
Oh, I do have dark
Maybe
vision.
that's
Never mind,
correct.
I lied.
Okay.
I thought we had it so that we did not have to have a light source.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, isn't Remnant, isn't he a feline character, or isn't he
Yeah,
a?
Tabaxi.
Yeah,
He's
his
a tabaxi.
tabaxi.
Yeah, they got 60. Yeah, they got 60. Yeah, we've all got dark vision because we don't have to have a light source.
Okay.
That is very true.
1060. Okay. That's what I'm gonna go through.
I have noticed that the background music that you have
Mm-hmm.
is not annoying. No, I mean when we played any kind of background music or noise in Roll20, it completely drowned it out everything else.
I can-
and made it so it,
I can pick the volume.
yeah, and it made it so that in Roll20, every time there was any kind of music, it just completely ruined everything. All I could hear was background music. It was like overpowering and annoying.
Yeah, there.
This
Like-
is very subtle.
Like there.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't drown out
There.
the voices at all.
How's that one?
Hold on, I moved.
Yeah. Because that one's set at 15.
Hasn't started yet again.
Well, because you moved away from it. There.
No.
And I can set it where it like fades in as you get nearer to it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, 60. So Destiny, you only have 60. You don't have 120.
Correct. Remember, when we started, we thought she had 120, but we found out that she didn't, and I
Okay.
was very sad.
Okay, because that's like Warlock Vision or something like that. I think gives you 120,
Yeah.
but not Tiefling.
That's the Warlock's Devil's Sight. gives it
Devil
to you.
Sight.
Gives you 120.
There she goes. She's walking with her sound again. That's interesting.
DC 15.
Okay, move her where her sound is. There we go. So it's still there. Okay, yeah. So everybody's prototype token is marked with 60 dark vision, so you guys should start everything with that. And every time your token gets dropped, it's like that. So you know, the folder that your guys' characters are in, keep your sub characters and things like that in your sub category. Because I'm able to do this and just drop you all on a map all in bulk. Why is Grixis so
Grix
huge?
is huge.
All right, let's find out why.
Well, you know.
Because his character sheet says he's large.
Please don't step on me.
Hold up. Hang on, because on his character sheet he had himself marked as large. But yeah, I can mass drop you. There we go.
But I've got. How come? How come the so that's interesting. Look at that. The rat versus the owl. Familiar?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the owl should be shrinking.
Yeah, the rat. I mean, the hawk is the right size.
Well, let's make the owl.
My T-Rex is the right size. As is my ape. They're the right size. It's literally just the owl.
There it goes. I changed it to small and then back to tiny, and now it goes.
Okay. How do you?
And if you can, please change
can I
all.
Them, or can I delete those tokens, or can you only?
I try.
Change what?
Try to delete one. Just target it and then hit your delete key.
No, I can't. Like,
okay. So it does have to be me.
It's gotta be you.
Yeah, one thing I do request, on your tokens, make them hover names and show HP bar always. That just makes it a little cleaner.
How do you? How do you? Okay, so like for example, how would I do that for a prototype token? Display name always, and then where is token disposition?
It's under resources.
Display
resources. It'll be display bars always. Bar 1 attribute HP bar 2. I mean, if you need to use bar 2, use bar 2 for yourself. Bar 2 will show up at the top of your token as opposed to the bottom of your token if there's something you absolutely just need to see all the time.
So this should show.
That's a big fucking monkey.
So I dragged him over. I know. But
is the large ape really? Are they really huge?
Yeah, the giant ape and the T-Rex are both huge.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I know the T-Rex is.
Well, I mean, if a normal ape is already large, then yeah, a giant ape will be. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, a giant ape is huge. Yes, a giant ape is huge.
Wow. Okay.
But I thought I changed this token to always display bars. Do you have to then assign token? Is that what, or update? Oh, I gotta update the token.
Yeah, you assign it first and then update it.
Delete.
Yeah.
The giant ape, please.
Yeah, always do assign token and then update token in that order, and then the next one you drop should be with the new stuff.
Okay.
Hey, are we in a short rest right now?
We're at the end of a long rest. Yeah. Now, something you want to do, go ahead and try that now. If you hit short rest, you'll on your character sheet where your hit dice are, you'll notice that it will ask you if you want to roll your hit die or not. If you do a long rest, it'll ask you if it's a new day or not, and it'll recharge any magic items that require like Dawn to recharge.
Or
and
class resources.
It'll automatically give you your health back and all that other BS. The only thing it won't do is automatically give you Gavin's resting HP. But if I'm not mistaken, when you long rest, there's a spot where it says, you know, plus bonus or whatever. And you can type it in there and it'll show up as in your temporary hit points.
All right, so hold on. I thought I had updated both these guys. Prototype token. Display name on hover.
You want me to help you with it?
Assign it's update token, assign token, or the other way?
Assign token first and then
Is it
update
assign
token.
and then update, or update and then assign?
Assign first.
Okay, that was for the T-Rex. So if I pull the T-Rex out.
And if that doesn't, there it goes. Now it's on hover.
Hold on. But that's the. All right, I messed up somehow.
Why?
They're both the T-Rex and the giant ape. Try pulling the T-Rex out.
Uh-huh.
And you get the giant ape.
All right, hold it. Let me go find the right image for you real quick.
Yeah, I screwed that up. So I screwed that one up.
Try again. T-Rex. There you go. Oh, but he still has the name Giant Ape. So,
but when I hover over him?
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, now you just gotta choose the thing. Yeah, whatever. I bet you had the Giant Ape triggered when you said assign token. Oh, that's what the difference is. If I screwed with a token on the table, I assign token and that becomes the prototype.
Ooh.
But if I update token, it'll just take the changes from the thing. That's what the difference is. So you must have had the Giant Ape targeted when you did assign. And it made that target. That must be the difference between the two. So let me get rid of him.
Okay.
So, well, something learned. Okay, now we understand that little aspect trigger of that. So it's something to play with. If you keep making the wrong ones, like stack them all in the upper right corner, and I'll delete them when I come on later. If you're screwing with a bunch of them or whatever.
All right, so what do you want me to try?
No, I'm saying, just when you're fixing them all, if you drop them on the table and they're garbage, just throw them in the upper right-hand corner of the map here, and I'll come delete them all later. Sean, you have your wild surge macro, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. I thought I did. Where'd it go?
I don't know if you want to make a hotkey macro for rolling a single D20 or not, just to do your magic checks.
And then there's on the tables. Where is it? Tables. Search roll tables. Madness. Yeah, see it. I don't think I can actually.
No, it's not even that. Do you have the macro for it? I have a macro for rolling it. Do you want me to send it to you?
Hang on. I had it. I thought.
I can throw it in the Discord for you.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Hold on. I gotta do this.
Because then it should just be like, yeah, there it is. All right, here, go into.
It doesn't give me the formula to roll on the.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I know that. That's why I say
okay.
you'd have to roll the 1d20 first, and if you got a 1, then surge yourself.
I actually know how to write that macro.
Change it if you need.
Yeah, basically, roll a d20. If it is a 1, roll from this table.
Okay, do that then. My only real suggestion though, can you make it not a GM roll? Just make it roll. Roll mode : roll.
Okay.
So that it's a public, everybody can see what the hell you did to yourself.
Huh. Yeah, see, it didn't give me a choice.
That's what I say. Go into the script.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce.
And you'll see table draw, roll mode, roll.
I didn't go into the script. I rolled it from the table.
Oh. Interesting. Do you have your thing set for default GM
No,
rules?
it's self roll. What the?
There it is.
Okay.
That's still a GM roll.
Oh, hold on.
There it is.
There we go.
That went into. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted it to be out in the open. Okay. So at least you have that. So that's what I wanted. Because when you guys private message me, my box is white as opposed to like the brownish.
Yeah, and it's hard to see.
Well, it's not even that.
It's hard to tell which ones.
Well, no, because it says to Sean and Karn. Like I can see that it's you and me are the only ones that can see that dive roll.
All right.
And then when I look over on my viewers, it just says Sean privately rolled some dice. That's all it says.
Yeah. So to the outside world, they don't see anything.
They know you did something. They don't know what. So, okay. So, yeah, as long as that's... Yeah, if you know how to add it so that it rolls and then only on a 1...
Yeah.
It triggers the other...
I'll work on it this week.
Well, just put a trigger in there where it does do like a chat thing where it says like, wild surge test or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That way, it like documents that you tried.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep. Log.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that way it'd be like, hey, that way it'd be like, hey, did you remember to roll your wild surge? You could be like, yeah, it showed it in the text right here.
And actually, with what I'm learning on that grasshopper,
I downloaded it, dude.
Isn't that cool?
I'm still like in the introductory like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
And on Monday, I'm literally going to be on the Arsenal all day, and my only job is to unlock the system so that they can upload all the software. I'm going to sit there all day Monday. I'm going to take my pocket battery phone recharger. I'm going to play with that thing like all day. I've done like the first 2. That thing is cool.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to play with it Monday because I will be out there sitting in a chair.
Halfway through Fundamentals 2.
Yeah, I'm still like drawing flags.
But yeah, it's so cool how it keeps building on the skills and doing the questions and the quizzes and stuff.
It reminds me it's the same way like Babbel is set up. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, here's the most basic thing. Well, here's something that uses the basic thing to do a thing with some extra stuff. Okay, now that you have that, here's some extra stuff.
Yep.
And
I really
because,
like it.
Yeah, and because I already kind of have, I mean, I've been programming since high school or whatever, so like the basics I already kind of know. Like I get the gist of a for next, the do while loop, things like that. So I'm like, okay, I see I understand the process of what's happening. I'm like, okay. I just need the syntax, and you're giving me the syntax. I like it. But Monday, I'm going to be able to sit with that thing for hours and just play with it. That is such a cool app.
And also there is a playground to where you can just mess around and start working with and just basically type out your own code and see what it does.
Yeah, see, I haven't really had a chance to
play with it. Yeah.
But Monday I'm going to be able to play with it, which will be really cool. So
I am on functions in Fundamentals 2.
Sean, I guess we don't get our fight on long rest then.
It's all right. He said that if everybody showed up, and
I
the
did,
test, we'd
and
get one
everybody
XP.
showed up. So I'll put it in the Discord. Everybody's gonna get 1 XP.
But not a long rest.
Well, you would have gotten a long rest because you couldn't have gotten your XP unless you had that 1 XP anyway. Because
So we get to level again.
that's where you
That's
should have
all I
been.
want to know.
That's where you should have been, right? You guys just did a long rest.
Right.
And you leveled, but you haven't done anything else. So I'm giving you the opportunity to go ahead and get that second level at the end of the same full long rest.
Okay. Sweet.
Because, yeah, tonight having a playtime, I'm going to give that to everybody. You all get the 1 XP required to level again. So, yeah, I am happy with the stuff we learned tonight.
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
This is what you get to do as rewards on that game, is you get to outfit your grasshopper.
What does
I don't know
that
if
mean?
you can see. I'm showing it to the camera.
Oh, hang on, because I'm not looking at the...
Yeah.
Oh.
You get to outfit your little dude as you level.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, there's so much I got to play with, but that's cool. But yeah, the rollable tables, I have the madness tables and the tables you guys can do. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys can't see the treasure tables, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I went in because the syntax is a little different, but the syntax was very close to the way they do syntax. So it was just because everything was typed out, I just had to change where the hard brackets were and things.
Mm-hmm.
It went really quick. So all of the D&D treasure dice rolling stuff for the DMG is done. It's all fixed. It's all done. And like I said, it'll automatically go into the group loot box where you guys can steal from it, do whatever. And because you guys own, quote unquote, own the group loot box, if you really wanted to, even in a dungeon, you could drag that, drop it right next to yourself, loot from it, and, have the stuff. So that's a bonus too.
Now, with the way these things work, technically, you could export your game with all the modules and stuff that you have loaded.
Yeah, full folder.
As a folder, and give it to someone else, and they would have all your mods.
Yep.
That's another thing that's really cool.
Yeah. In fact, I tried that. I did a full copy and put it in a different world.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the mirror image. That was the world. They just had a new name. I was like, that's fucking wicked.
Yeah, that means you can start a new campaign like that.
Yeah, once all your personalized stuff and all your cool, things, all your magic items that you self-created and all your monster manual and all that junk just converts. Yeah, I was like, that's nice. So, yeah. And the upside is I don't have to worry about server space.
Yep. Yeah, run out of space, buy a new hard drive.
Buy another hard drive. Now, that was one thing I did learn. You got to be really careful because when I was testing some stuff, I put it in one folder and linked a couple things, but then when I moved it because I was like, oh, I need to arrange this a little different, so I moved some files.
It broke the link.
It broke all the links, and so I had to go reconnect them. But basically, I was like, no, the picture's over here. And as soon as I told it where the picture was, it self-corrected. But, okay. Okay. I'm cool with that. So, yeah, that was a thing. But I'm okay.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, let's call it a night. Like I said, I'll put into Discord about everybody that was one shy of leveling to go ahead and level. He got his camera working. So everybody can do that. Like I said.
work.
What's wrong, guy?
I think he was just all good.
Learned a lot.
Oh.
I'm liking.
Yeah, this was.
No, I think everything looks really good. I like Foundry. I think it's got some really good stuff.
Yeah, this was a very productive evening. It was a really, really productive evening.
I'm very glad I said something last week.
Literally the only.
You know what? For $50.
I am too.
And you know what totally jerks my chain? If you'd have said something 6 days sooner, we could have bought it for $5.
Oh, because we could have gotten on.
The pre
on
part of the Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon version was $5 before release, and post release it was $50. Still worth $50. I'm cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cool spending the money. It seems to be worth it. They do have to do something about the audio video because, like I said, it was really good with 1 or 2 people. Couldn't handle 6. And that might just be my machine, but it doesn't seem to be my machine because I'm able to do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But as soon as we pull the video into Foundry, it crashed. So, I mean, there's little things they got to iron out, but, Roll20 had kind of a jacked version too. So, I'm not going to bag them too much. It's still really new. There's things, but they're workable things.
I mean, it literally just came out of beta, so.
It's not even out of beta. If you notice,
it's. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, it's still in beta.
0.6.1. It's not even at 1.0 yet. So. Yeah. So, but I see it. I like it. I noticed there's an update for it, or at least one of the modules has an update. Because my thing is showing the little bar there. I got to go update.
They went to 0.65.
That's what I say. And it just went to 0.1 like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So they're doing some serious updating. They're
Well, they got a new infusion of cash.
$50 a pop. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're getting paid now. We can actually, hire a guy. Well, my understanding is it's only like 2 or 3 dudes programming this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the community.
Aren't allowed out of their basements at this point.
Well,
a ton of progress since this COVID thing.
Well, and even that, and to be realistic, they're building the backbone stuff, and as dumb as it is, the community is building all the gaming level stuff.
Yep.
It's so weird to see it work that way. It's like, you like D&D and you know how to script? Can you do this for me?
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah,
I can do that. Boop, done. Because I found the macro thing. If you go into their knowledge base, whatever, and you go look, and you can look up some of the commands, and it even says boundary.json line 17,521. This command is where it tells you exactly where it's defined. You're like, holy crud, this junk is open source.
Yeah.
You're like, that is nuts. But okay.
That's and unlike, like you said, it's open source. Unlike Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds. It's all.
It's locked up.
Yeah, everything's locked up. It's open source. Like
this definitely. This definitely reminds me of Fantasy Grounds. Though this is some of the best features of Fantasy Grounds. When we were using Fantasy Grounds, 8-9 years ago, we loved it when we could get in and get going, but it always took like an hour and a half to figure out the whole firewall, port forwarding bullshit stuff.
Now,
But once we actually were able to get into it, it was great.
Admittedly, I had that issue first because when I was self-testing from my computer, and then I would tap into the port from my own computer again within my router, it let me do it. And the very first time Sean tried to log in, he was locked out. So I did have to go into my router and unlock the ports. But yeah, once I did that, everything unlocked. So, I mean, it was, small little hiccups like that. And I'm actually glad that, he tried to log in and figure that out before tonight or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's been
I
nice.
tried to help out
You
as
having
best
it
as
up.
possible.
Well, it wasn't even that, because I know, I've already told Sean, but yeah, Gavin, you don't know, like, when I first tried to do the port forwarding, I couldn't get into my router. I'm like, man, it's not letting me in, something's going on. And so I was like, fuck it. I went to bed. I shit you not. I had a dream of how to unlock my freaking router. I woke up and did the thing I saw in my dream, and I had been typing the password into the wrong location. My dream told me where to go get in my router. Like it was so on my mind that like I figured it out while sleeping. Woke up, did it the next morning, it worked. I was like, great. Sean was able to hop right on as soon as I told him I did it.
Yeah, I was able to log in on my phone.
Yeah, I was like, there's some seriously divine intervention on me unlocking my router to get this to work. So, okay then.
All right, you gentlemen, have a good week, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. We'll talk on Discord.
Soon enough. I'll catch you on the boards.